Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cody and Madison, and we are here. We're giving you a little introduction to who we are, what we're doing, why we started this channel. So Maddie here has been asking to start a YouTube channel for how long?
A long time.
Long time. I already have one. I finally folded and I said, okay, we're gonna do one. What do you want to do it on? So she wants to do a channel on everything homesteading, specifically micro homesteading. So if you have a small piece of land or a little area that you think you want to develop into a little something for you and your family, that's what this channel is all about. From meat chickens to quail to regular chickens to turkeys to gardening, we're going to cover a vast majority of everything to include her best friends, these dogs. So today's video is basically just an introduction to who we are, what we're doing, how we're doing it. So with that being said, let's walk you around a little bit and show you what we got going on over here. You wanna give us a grand tour?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Where do you want to go first?
The garden.
The garden? All right, here we go, guys. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here to the garden area. Now, also, if you see something in the background or something that you want more information on, drop it in the comment section. That way I can make a video on it for y'all. There's a lot of projects going on, but primarily we're gonna talk about these three areas today. So Maddie, go ahead, take it away. Tell us what we got going on in here.
Okay, so in here, we got our watermelons growing.
Why don't you tell us about the layout first, or do you need my help with that?
I need your help.
Okay, okay guys, so this is our garden area, as you can see behind me. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4 foot by 6 foot raised garden beds. I made all of those. They're all handmade with metal roofing, 2x4s, and aluminum corner pieces. The corner pieces were the most tricky to source, but they're all that size. I'll put the dimensions of the beds right here. And then we have this little one off to the side. This is for our herbs. I built that specifically because we're part of the Arbor Day Foundation. They sent us a bunch of trees and I didn't know where to put them, so I built that little planter for them. So, and then over here on this other end, we have IBC rainwater collection project that we're going to be getting going here soon, and then potato buckets right here. And yeah, so okay, tell us what we're growing, how this year did. Well, you are catching us at the end of the growing season, but that's okay. We're still going to give you kind of layout what we planted. So go ahead, Maddie. What did we grow this year? How did it do?
So we grew tomatoes, but they got eaten by the chickens because they died.
Yeah, so we had tomatoes here and they did not make it.
Oh, and then these are the beans and they're dying.
Those were green beans. They did fantastic, but we did have our first freeze about a week ago and it smoked these. These did not make it. Everything else kind of did okay. But anyway, go ahead, Maddie. So
there's also carrots.
There is. So there's still carrots in there, which they're doing good still right there. It's a little messy right now. We've been on vacation. We just got back. Haven't had a chance to clean it up, but go ahead.
And then over here, the wife destroyed the ground, and I just found this watermelon.
So, okay, in this bed we had various beans and lettuces in here. Those have run their course, but mainly I just wanted to show you the layout of the garden. This is, like I said, the tail end of it right here. We had, I forget what we had in here. Actually, this bed, oh, go ahead.
We had cucumbers.
That's right. I don't remember. We had cucumbers and something else in there. The problem is I got new soil. Look at a little baby watermelon. The problem is this is the first year we had this one. Our garden used to be on the other side of the yard here. This is the first year we put this type of dirt in here. We got it from our compost facility and I don't think it had the correct nutrients, and I know it didn't have the correct nutrients. So part of the coming up spring season, I'm going to show you how to top dress garden beds, get this thing back whipped into shape nutritionally, and that way we can get these things going. But watermelons, yeah, no, watermelons are like dandelions. They'll grow anywhere no matter what you do. So herbs, veggies, babies. All right, that's the garden. If you have any questions about any of it, we'll do a full tour later, like a full-on video with measurements and everything. And yes, that is AstroTurf. I hate weeding, guys. It's not my favorite thing. So anyway, all right, Maddie, where are we going next? What are you going to show us next?
There's the worm farm. We forgot to show them the worm farm. Yeah.
All right, well, hold on, where are we going? You gotta tell them where we're going to.
We're gonna go to the quail.
To the quail? Okay. Guys, if you're into raising your own meat, your own eggs, things like that, I would sincerely implore you to check out raising quail. Quail are a great source of eggs, a great source of meat. They're very easy to grow. Look at this guy. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. All right. They're a great source of meat, great source of protein. They're easy, they're very hands-off. I'll do a full in-depth video of the kind we chose, why we chose them, this, that, the third. But okay, Maddie, can you go ahead and tell us about the quail pen here? Tell us about the doors, tell us what they do, all that stuff.
Okay, so the doors are the latch so they don't fly out. Crazy. anything.
Whatever. Tell us anything you think is important about the quail cage.
Like the grass in there, it like sometimes they always cuddle up on me.
Yeah. So if you've never raised quail, if you do or don't know, the quail needs sand, so we have sand baths in there. We put a little bit of turf in there to give their feet a break. But here's what's left of this season. We are going to be harvesting these jokers soon. This is the coop real quick here, Maddie. If you want to hold this, I'll give a little coop tour real quick. All right, so here's like the quick overview of the coop. So I built 2 different sections here just because of the space. You can see the seam right here. So I built this cage and this cage. There's not a wall in the middle. I put a door on both ends. So you got this door here and this door down here that Maddie just showed you. And this is so we can get in there. We can feed them, we can water them, all of that. Food and water's in there. They eat like champs, so I actually need to feed them real quick. And then in here is their laying hutch. Their sand bath is in there. Like I said, we've been on vacation for about a week and they go through sand quickly, so I have some improvements that we're gonna add to the coop itself. The overall length of it, I believe, is 14 foot. No, it's 12 foot. It's 12 foot by 12 by 2.5. Like I said, this end down here is just their hutch, put ventilation on it, and it's fantastic. You wanna keep the quail like 1 male to 4 or 5 females. That's typically the ratio we run. I do have a north-facing window here. That way we can get a nice breeze in there, and they are, this is a little different than some of the quail pens you've probably seen on the internet, simply because I wanted something different, but something that could hold a little more. So anyway, all right, Maddie, who you got here?
A turkey.
Yeah, what's your turkey's name?
Cherry.
Cherry. This is Cherry the turkey. Tell us how we ended up with Cherry the turkey, Maddie.
Okay, so we got them for, we had 2 of them, so we got them for Thanksgiving. One of them died from the next door neighbor's dog, and she survived.
Are we gonna eat her for Thanksgiving ever?
No. Oh, I can speak turkey.
You can? Let's hear it. Any response? Nothing? Sounds really good. So like she was saying, we used to have more turkeys, but a couple of them did get out. She got out as well, and she did get messed up by the turkey, or by the neighbor's dogs, but it was a blessing in disguise because now she acts like a chicken in the fact that she doesn't leave the chickens run here. She stays here nonstop. She can free range anywhere, but she chooses to stay right here with all her chicken friends ever since that attack, so that worked. Maddie, why don't you tell us, while we're talking about them, tell us about the chickens.
Oh, so the chickens, we got this whole cage. And so they're all around.
How many chickens do you have?
About 14.
14 of them, and which one's your favorite?
I would say Applejack over here.
Applejack?
This one.
That one's Applejack?
Yeah, and then Betty has something wrong with her.
Betty does? Okay, we'll look at her in just a minute. Show me, let's see their coop. So tell me about the coop here.
So, Daddy built the coop. And it's missing some steps. Oh, and then over here, you can open it.
That's right.
All there, has a crack in there.
Uh-oh. All right, so guys, let me give you a rundown on the coop. This is a DIY chicken coop. All of my projects are DIY. I build everything. I love woodworking. I love to build stuff. So it is made out of fence pickets with the interior 2x2 framing. It has been here, how long has this been here?
I don't know.
8 years, I think. Yeah, 8 or 9 years this has been right here. Fence pickets are a slept-on, amazing product to build with. They're made to weather storms, and when you treat them right, we have sealed this thing twice. In those 8 years, I've sealed it twice. But yeah, this is how they get in. We do have egg doors on the sides so that we can get in here and get eggs if we need to. I do have a full door on the back right here so we can get inside here, and let me show you this framing. It is all, like I said, 2x2 framing with a metal roof. In the summer, these slats do come off. I take these off so that they can get a good cross breeze in there and the chickens don't get too hot. What do you think?
Yeah.
We keep it with pine bedding. There is a trap door on the bottom here, so the trap door does open and the bottom falls out. And then, let me shut that door. And then over on this side, same thing. We have another trap door so that we can get in there. And the chickens, like you can see, they come in here all the time, no problem. They roost on these bars across here. Some people tell you that having square roosting bars is like not good or whatever. I don't know. I've had them like this for, like I said, almost a decade, and I have never had any problems with it. The chickens sit right here, they sit right here, they sit right there. They sit everywhere in this thing. I actually have a couple that go up in this tree. Fun. That's a new thing. We didn't teach them that. So that's our chicken coop. We can go way more in depth on it if you want me to. I can give you a build spec later on. That said, let's move over here and check out the rabbit. All right, let's check out this rabbit, ma'am. So We just have one meat rabbit right now. We're gonna expand the colony in the spring. More about that over there in that building in just a second. But this rabbit, the girls love giving all the animals these little pieces of turf. It gives their animals' feet a break. We do have a catch pan underneath here, and you can see it's full of protein for the garden, because rabbit turds are one of the things that you can direct sow, and that's something that we do. Now, I built this hutch about 4 years ago. Again, another DIY. We have the KW cages up top. I did use a traditional cage for this top portion right here. This is basically the retirement suite, so once the chickens are older and the girls get attached to them, which we try not to let them get attached to the animals, but sometimes they do. They go in here. As you can see, there's a pen underneath it. That's actually my sick bay for the chickens. So if I get a chicken that gets a little something going on with it, you can open this up. You can put the chicken in there, keep them nice and healthy / protected. So that is that. Let's see, can you see the rabbit? There she is. She's an old lady too. She is, how old is she? I don't know exactly how old she is. We've had her, yeah, for like 3 years. There she is. And she's a sweetheart. She really is. She's a sweet, sweet rabbit. The girls love her. She likes to come out and play with them, but she is shy at first. You gotta kind of coerce her to come out. So
The turkey came down.
the turkey did come off of its roost. So, oh, there we go. She's coming out. There she goes. There. Oh, okay. She's being camera shy today, I guess. All right, Maddie, what's next? What do we want to show them next on our little area here, little micro homestead?
Ooh, the chicken swing.
The chicken swing, that's a toy for the chickens. Yep, so the chickens get on here and they swing around on it.
This used to be the turkey, like where she's supposed to sleep.
Her roost?
Yeah, her roost. And that just doesn't work anymore. She sleeps up there. So me and my sisters, we always put this like this, and the chickens love it like that because it doesn't swing, and we just climb out in here.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, you had mentioned a worm farm earlier. Do you want to show them the worm farm now?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Who is this right here?
That is Louie.
That's Louie and Lola.
Lola. Come on, Molly. And then Molly.
And Molly. All right, so do you want me to talk about the worm farm?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our worm farm right here, guys. It's empty right now. Like I said, you're catching us at the end of the season. I actually just built this one. We had another one, and how'd the other one go?
It failed.
It did fail. So I built a new pass-through composting worm farm. So we're gonna add, in the spring, we're gonna add worms and to that. And this is just one way that we're continuing the self-sufficiency cycle. It creates a lot of protein for the chickens and the quail. But more importantly, it creates worms for my other channel where we fish all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, now, the creme de la creme, the biggest project we've got going now. I'm gonna let you talk about it. And what do we call this?
The meat mansion.
This is the meat mansion, baby. And why do we call it the meat mansion, Maddie?
Because there's little show birds in there.
Yep, and what kind of birds are they?
Cornish cross chicken.
All right, so we're gonna go in here. So guys, we built this building specifically for our show birds this year. Now, we've never had a building ever, so we decided to build a building this year. We've done meat birds for 6 or 7 years now. We decided this year, because we're showing them, we're gonna use the deep mulch method, and we're gonna put them in here. The building itself is 6 foot wide, 20 foot long, and we started with 50 birds.
And one drowned.
What? Okay, yep, that's not a lie. There's 49 left. So one did get stuck in the water. But so the first call is at 14 days, which we're coming up on quickly. But show us the birds, Maddie. Tell us what your predictions are with with this year and what you want to happen with these meat birds.
Okay, so they're all cuddled up right now because it's probably cold.
What do you feed them? How much do you water them?
So we're drinking out of this, and then we upgraded it to this gigantic.
Yeah.
And then this is their feed.
Yep. So they're in their brooder right now. This is just one style of brooder that we use. We have a couple different versions that we use depending on if we're doing quail, if we're doing meat birds, if we're doing chickens. I'll show you how to build and use all of them. What's up?
And we had to add medicine because they had like a sneeze cough thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we added that today and it's over here.
Apple cider vinegar is what we added. Okay, like what I was saying, they're in the brooder right now. The first cull we usually do at 12 to 14 days, which we're coming up on quickly. Once we cull them, We're gonna go from about 49 birds down to probably 25-ish, 22 to 25-ish. And that's when we will block off the doorway here. We'll open up to this whole pen here, and the chickens will run around. I know Maddie is super excited about getting them pushed out and allowing them to run around in here. Now, that said, I have built this building with the intentions of meat birds and rabbits. That's why I said we'll talk about this building. I think a lot of the problem is when people build stuff like this, they forget the second dimension of these buildings, and that is the upper half. So we just finished this building. How long ago did we finish the building?
Like 2 days.
Like 2 days ago. I just finished it. I'm still working on it. Y'all are gonna come along for the rest of the build. There's still a lot of work I gotta do to this, but I'm gonna put shelving in here. We're gonna have rabbit hutches in here as well. The turkey or the chickens are gonna be on the bottom because we only usually do 30 to 50 birds a year. And that's enough meat for our family to last us all year with some left over. Let me show you some features about the building. So we have trapdoor windows on each side that have wire metal mesh on them to keep the birds safe while they're in here. You can see on the front of the building here, it's still patched. I'm literally in progress of building it right now. There's gonna be a trap door on the front. So what happens is that door, it'll open up. It'll swing up. There's nothing right there. It's a flush mount floor, and we'll be able to sweep out all of the mulch and everything, all the cedar shavings and all that. The windows on the sides, they are on a hinge, so we can open them during the summer hours if you want to take that the summertime. So I typically never overwinter animals, but the FFA schedule is middle of winter, so it'll be our biggest project, which is kind of good because it gives us something to focus on in the winter, because if you have livestock, you know that having animals over the winter, or most projects over the winter, kind of come to a lull or a slow stop. So the windows are hinged, that way we can get a cross breeze. This window is 10 inches lower than the other window, that way we get a good updraft. It helps pull any dust or stuff that's going on, loose feather, stuff like that, out that window. It also helps create a good draft depending on where the animals are sitting. And of course in the summer we will add fans and stuff. So this is, what is this, Maddie?
This is
the chicken tractor.
Yeah, chicken tractor.
The chicken tractor. So the tractor that we use, if you want to hold that, I forget the gentleman's name who designed it. I will put it down in the description box, but this is the chicken tractor. So when we cull our chickens, I know a lot of people hear the word cull and they think that we're going to kill them. We're not going to kill them. We're not going to dispatch them yet. What we're going to do is we're going to move them from inside the show building, the meat mansion, as they so eloquently have named it. We're going to put them in the chicken tractor, and it's going to be a typical Siscovic style raising. Then we're going to put the ones that didn't make it in here. We're going to move them every day. I do this every year. If you have a lawn, dude, that makes your springtime grass will look fantastic. But we're going to put them in here, and we're going to move them every day till they get to 8-9 weeks old. Then we're going to dispatch them and put them in the freezer. So this is where they'll go. And then if they get too full here, we have another strip of land over at my parents' house that we can put them on. But it is a just standard chicken tractor. I'll show you it real quick. So we have wheels down here at the bottom. If Molly will get out of the way, come here. So we have wheels down here, and as you saw, it is a hinged front. There's just door hinges on the front right here, and that helps us to swing the lid down. This is ease of access. Then you just latch it like this. I used to have these barrel bolts, but the second you get any type of morning dew or moisture on it, forget about it. So anyway, you can unlatch it, pick it up, get in there, service your birds, whatever, get in here, latch it, and there's a latch like this on both sides. Because of the way that it's built, I have this handle on the front. You simply pick it up and you can walk it just like that, and bada bing, bada boom, your chickens are moving. So I love this thing. I've had several other designs before. I think this is the most functional for our situation. I didn't want to put a big, this Siscovic, I think that's how you say his last name, one where he has the big tower. This is just something similar to that. I didn't want to use the big one because honestly, I just want to keep it low profile, because again, we are a channel that's primarily based on micro homesteading / self-sufficiency for your own family. So anyway, that's a quick rundown. Of course, we have fruit trees as well. We'll talk about those later, but meat mansion, quail, chickens, garden, we have lemon trees, we have apple trees, pear trees, all back here. We got all these puppies here. So anyway, that's a quick little rundown of our homestead. Do you have any closing thoughts for them?
Not really. really.
Nothing? You gotta ask them to subscribe.
Oh yeah, subscribe.
Guys, we would really enjoy it if you joined this adventure with us. We really wanted to create this channel for people like you that are looking to get into something, and we want to show you that you can make a big impact on a really small footprint. I've had the garden, I've had the chicken, I've had the quails, I've had the rabbits for 7-8 years now, and Maddie's been begging me to get on the internet with it. So we're gonna fire it up, share it with the friends that I think would enjoy it, and guys, we hope that you'll stick around for all the future projects. If you see anything in the background you have questions on, please drop in the comment section. Me and Maddie would love to answer them for you. We'll get my other daughters involved as well. This will be our family channel. So anyway, it doesn't take much to make a big difference. Guys, thanks for checking this one out. Smash that subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.